And now back on 4th Street, we will give you our Southern Miss versus Troy predictions. Austin is not here, so he is not able to give his pick. I have his pick right here. We have the fan vote. As Charlie pulls that up, I will tell you Austin's pick. So Austin has Southern Miss winning 31-28. The line for this game is Troy as a 6.5 point favorite. The over under is 44. So he has Southern Miss covering, and that is over the 44.
Mm. Okay, so of course, us being, around Hattiesburg, I don't think Southern Miss will ever not be a favorite. So Southern Miss is around 87% favorited, and our Instagram was about the same too. But for my pick, this is the toughest pick for me this whole year, and I like to stick with what I had going in the preseason. I said that they would lose this game. And for me, I think it's going to be a really good game. But looking at kind of the back to back road stands, the last time they won two straight away was 2019, and the last time they won back to back road stands was 2011. Now, that might not mean anything with the bye in between, but it's just too much for me to say, Southern Miss is going to go out and play a really good team in Troy and win again. What they did was great against Tulane, and I think they're going to compete here. But every time I pick Troy, I've been right, so I'm gonna have to stick with Troy. Sorry, y'all. Troy 27-23.
Ah, this is a tough one because this one could really go either way. It's a coin flip game, I think. Low scoring. I'm kind of hedging my bets a little bit with this one. I do predict that Troy's going to win, but I think the Southern Miss covers that 6.5 point spread. I've got Troy prevailing in a tight one, 20-17.
Yeah, Southern Miss is actually 5-0 against, or 4-0 against the spread so far this year. So 6.5, kind of edging it there. So you got to pick the field goal if Southern Miss is going to cover.
Yeah, it's a tight spread. This one is interesting. Obviously, we know what this could lead to in the Sun Belt West, as we got some good close competition out there between Southern Miss, Troy, and South Alabama, and all those other teams as well. This one's like early in the preseason. I picked us to lose to Tulane and beat Troy. Obviously, we beat Tulane, and I was wrong about that one in the preseason pick. But I think I'm still going to hold on. I think I'm going to hold on to this Southern Miss pick. I think they get the job done. Gritty defensive game. Like I said with my bold prediction, that's what's going to lead them to winning this game. They have to do that, I think, to pull this one off. So I got a really, really, really close one. I'm taking the under as well. Southern Miss wins 21-20.
21-20. So I think that I think that Southern Miss, I really think if this was at home, I think all of us on here would probably pick Southern Miss to win. So since this is on the road, I think you got to give at least a field goal to Troy for it being on the road in a night game. So that is why I'm picking Troy to win this game, because I really think, like we said earlier in this podcast, if Tulane and Troy played on a neutral site field, I don't even know who would win. Like, it would literally be a coin flip. So they're basically playing the same opponent. The defenses are going to make this game a really low scoring game. I think Southern Miss's passing offense can open up a little bit and get some work on, as I just predicted. Jakaris Caston having a great day, but also think that Troy can get some work going against Southern Miss's defense. I do think this would still be a defensive battle, though, and you're not going to have a lot of scoring. But I have the same score as Jackson, 20-17 Troy. I think it's virtually a coin flip, so I could see it going either way. USM will cover the 44 or the 6.5, and that's under the 44. So I am going to pick Troy in this game. I would pick Southern Miss if Southern Miss was at home, but I really think that you just got to give something to Troy, because momentum is going to shift in this game in Troy's way, and I'm not confident enough in the offense yet to pick them to respond to that momentum. Against Tulane, all the momentum was in the first half, and then Southern Miss took away that momentum by scoring and scoring again, and then taking the lead um, uh, with that pick six or whatever. They took back the momentum with the defense. I think in this game, they're going to have to take back the momentum with the offense, because both teams have good defenses. So I'm not ready to pick them to do that yet. They haven't shown me that I'm going to be able that I'm confident enough to pick them and do that yet. But I do definitely think they can win this game. But I'm picking Troy to win for now. So 2017. That was a long explanation, but so all of us picking, three of us picking Troy, two of us picking Southern Miss. That is our picks here on 4th Street.